We live in a remarkable time, the age of genomics. Your genome is the entire sequence of your DNA. Your sequence and mine are slightly different. That's why we look different. I've got brown eyes, you might have blue or gray. But it's not just skin deep. The headlines tell us that genes can give us scary diseases, maybe even shape our personality or give us mental disorders. Our genes seem to have awesome power over our destinies. And yet, I would like to think that I am more than my genes. What do you guys think? Are you more than your genes? Yes? I think some people agree. I think some people agree with me. I think we should make a statement. I think we should say it all together. All right? I am more than my genes all together. I am more than my genes. What am I? I am my connectome. And since you guys are really great, maybe you could humor me and say this all together too? Right? All together now. I am my connectome. Oof, that sounded great. You know, you guys are so great. You don't even know what a connectome is, and you're willing to play along with me. I could just go home now. Well, so far, only one connectome is known, that of this tiny worm. Its modest nervous system consists of just 300 neurons. And in the 1970s and 80s, a team of scientists mapped all 7,000 connections between the neurons. In this diagram, every node is a neuron and every line is a connection. This is the connectome of the worm C. elegans. Your connectome is far more complex than this, because your brain contains 100 billion neurons and 10,000 times as many connections. There's a diagram like this for your brain, but there's no way it would fit on this slide. Your connectome contains 1 million times more connections than your genome has letters. That's a lot of information. What's in that information? We don't know for sure, but there are theories. Since the 19th century, neuroscientists have speculated that maybe your memories, the information that makes you you, maybe your memories are stored in the connections between your brain's neurons. And perhaps other aspects of your personal identity, maybe your personality and your intellect, maybe they're also encoded in the connections between your neurons. And so now you can see why I proposed this hypothesis, I am my connectome. I didn't ask you to chant it because it's true. I just want you to remember it. And in fact, we don't know if this hypothesis is correct because we have never had technologies powerful enough to test it. Finding that worm connectome took over a dozen years of tedious labor. And to find the connectomes of brains more like our own, we need more sophisticated technologies that are automated, that will speed up the process of finding connectomes. And in the next few minutes, I'll tell you about some of these technologies which are currently under development in my lab and the labs of my collaborators. Now, you've probably seen pictures of neurons before. You can recognize them instantly by their fantastic shapes. They extend long and delicate branches, and in short, they look like trees. But this is just a single neuron. In order to find connectomes, we have to see all the neurons at the same time. So let's meet Bobby Kasturi, who works in the laboratory of Jeff Lichtman at Harvard University. Bobby is holding fantastically thin slices of a mouse brain, and we're zooming in by a factor of 100,000 times to obtain the resolution